weird. It's like almost a get out of jail free card. One hit will clear a whole room. It supposedly makes gas. Is there like a gas that does this utilize Agent Orange? This utilizes Agent Orange apparently in gas form, and it doesn't affect whoever uses it. I wonder if we still get the gas launcher later on when, oh look, we picked up some purple herb. That's a heavy damage shield right there. And we are running southwardly. We keep running around the zombies. Oh, we just entered that room strictly to get the gas launcher. Now, the frame rate dropped quite a bit right there, and that's just probably because of all the zombies on screen and everything that was happening all at one time. Remember, this thing is basically a glorified original Nintendo cartridge, the Game Boy Color. It's a very limited device. Now, we go back up to 4F. Yeah, we're back up to 4F. And we're taking this zombie out with our handgun. We have 4 shots left. Remember to leave a bullet for yourself, Leon. 2 shots left. Good job. And we are going to go figure out if we can fix what's in the engine room. Don't forget to use your rocket launcher. That's mucho necessary. I used the word mucho. We used our last 2 bullets to take down this zombie, but he's still not dead, so we switch over to the AR, which had 2 more rounds? Where'd you get those rounds from? I thought you used up all the rounds in your AR. Maybe you found some AR bullet clips. Although I was with you every step of the way and I did not see you pick up AR bullet clips. Alrighty, we switched over to the grenade launcher because it's the only weapon we have with munitions left to it. 16 shots to be exact. And we're going to have to use some of those to take out some basic zombies, which is kind of against the rules of a zombie game. You never use your big weapon to take out basics. We're running around this zombie, but we can't get by him. He was right in the very middle. Now we're fighting both of them with a grenade launcher, which is kind of awesome. Oh, he's using the gas launcher. And it does. Hey, that was supposed to clear a whole room, man. It did. That's kind of cool. Now he's going to switch from the gas launcher back to the grenade launcher. Okay, great. We enter into the lobby, the main area lobby. We have 16 shots on our grenade launcher. We're going to utilize a purple herb to heal ourselves fully before we continue heading north. No, we're going to head due west into the hallway where previously we found the 2 grenades take down a zombie. Isn't that good to know? I'd always reckoned it was 1. Earlier we found the shotgun shells we could not pick up. We kind of hide in one of the little cubbies, which was really neat. It was a fun little thing to do. 2 more grenades take that zombie down, and we get some shells for the shotgun, which is better than using all of your grenade ammunition. We took down another zombie with a couple shots of the grenade launcher. We're hugging the north wall as we continue down this hall, trying to avoid as many zombies as possible because we were running critically low on ammunition at this point. We see another zombie, and we're going to take him out real quick. We're down to 9 shots, so that's 5 down. Although it only took 1 to put that zombie on the ground. There's another zombie. We run by that zombie and make it all the way through. The frame rate does slow down when a zombie is close to you. Perhaps that's to give you time to react to everything. Seeing as you both slow down, so it almost enters a slow mode. Your guy picks up some red herb, which is kind of cool. See, there are red herb. Okay, there's red, blue, green, purple, yellow. Got all the herbs up in here. Red herb is obviously a diesel rose. That's fun. We are headed south again, and it looks like we're getting more into the industrial guts of the machine. We go into our inventory and equip the gas launcher. And we're going to try, are we going to instigate combat and then launch, or are we going to shoot and then launch? Does that even take us? Oh, it does. We shot 1 time, and it clears the room. Okay. So now we're going to pull out the... That's an interesting mechanic, everything being said. We pulled back out the grenade launcher. We're headed north in this industrial engine room area with all the turbines and stuff rolling, wheeling, and screeching and squealing. And we are looking at giant boxes of industrial devices. And we hit a save point. We go through the save point. Enough said. And then we're inside the engine room. Splash page. In the very middle of it, the BOW is looking at us. Arm made into a fist as it seemingly is punching things around it. It, again, just a giant naked man. It's weird. Okay. Inside the engine room, the BOW proceeds to wreck the ship's fuel converter. Okay, that means nothing to me. I don't know what a fuel converter does. In an attempt to blow up the ship, that makes more sense, and destroy all the evidence of his activities. Okay, so we know 1, they just gender identified the BOW. It's a man. 2, it's aware enough to want to destroy the evidence of its activities. 3, it's a thinking, intelligent being. Usually BOWs aren't like thinking things. They're just kind of like Mr. X, seek and destroy, or the Tyrant of Resident Evil 2 with that giant eye on its shoulder, which was wickedly cool. I'm just saying. Okay, we're going to continue now. In the background, there's some cool fire elements as the fire burns. Leon throws out his left hand. This is like an iconic. This right here, thumbnail. This is thumbnail version. I'm not going to use this for my thumbnail, but that's a good thumbnail. Leon throws out his left arm, fingers kind of outstretched like he's reaching towards something. His mouth opens slightly as if he's shouting. You can even see the white of his teeth. His eyes intense, his brow brought down into a V of intensity. His nose, intense. Everything, tense. That's the word I would describe him with. Leon. Hey, big guy. That's enough. I'm not ready to go down with the ship. Nice one-liner. Sorry, I messed it up. My voice is going. It's been a lot of talking. If anything's going down, it's gonna be you! ! Good job, Leon. I'm gonna blow you right into those steam ducts. Not as cool as I think you thought it was. Also, what are steam ducts doing here? Oh, there's the BOW. There's his intestine whipping out at you and curling around. It kind of looks like a pig's tail. That's weird, man. Okay, we are in the fight with the BOW. I don't know if this is the final fight or not. It seems like a pretty penultimate interaction. Leon is shooting grenades at this guy, just hammering him with the grenades. We are out of grenades. We have to switch, but just in time, he blows it up. Leon. It looks like I finally ran out of luck. The damage that monster has done is so severe there's no way back now. I never thought it would be like this. I never thought it would end like this. Bruh. My only regret is that Barry isn't here to share the moment. You know what? I forgive you your lack of police training, in all honesty. Cut to Barry on board the submarine. In the top part, we see a splash page of Barry on the left-hand side with resting stink face, his neck taut as if he's just super aggressive right now, like riding a stroke or something, staring intensely at a man who's, about 6 inches shorter than him, maybe 4 inches shorter than him. The dude looks intense, though. He's got, like, steel gray hair and a buzz cut. I mean, this dude, he's got, a little bit of a beard. He's got his arms crossed. This guy looks like a grizzled ship captain. He's got Barry's nose, I do believe. Just a different skin tone to it. Barry's a little bit more of an umber, and this guy's a little bit more of like a blue tone Barry. So we got Barry staring at blue tone Barry, and in between these two, Barry's arms down, muscles intense. This dude's got his arms folded. In between them is Lucia, who's standing closer to Barry than she is to Blueberry on the right hand side. Blueberry, I like it. You're going to be Captain Blueberry if you're the captain. And she's staring at the captain. And I don't know how they did this, but just the set of her lips and the set of her eyebrows, you can tell she is scared of the captain guy. And it's pretty cool. It's well done. Minimalist, but well done. Captain. This is Captain Blueberry. Captain Blueberry. Well done, Barry. That's not a good captain voice. What's a captain voice? Arg. Arg. Captain Blueberry. Well done, Barry. It seems you've come through for us after all. I'll let you share with my Lucky Charms. This guy has a cereal. It's called Lucky Charms. I don't know. He's a leprechaun, blueberry captain, pirate guy. Now, hand over the girl. I tell you what, if any pirates are offended at my representation of your pirate culture, leave a comment down below. I'd like to talk about that, because I'd also like to talk about this. Barry then whips out his firearm and, with his right arm, again, his right arm, he points a gun at Lucia's head. That's all we see. We see Barry. I hit the mic again, I'm sorry. We see Barry. We see a solidly built right arm. We see him pointing a gun at, or maybe he's holding with both hands. No, I could have sworn earlier he had the gun in his right hand. So, I mean, it looks like his right hand is the dominant one right now, but it might not be. Is Barry left-handed or right-handed? I need to know this. I'm going to look it up on the wiki later. I'm not looking it up right this moment. But he is pointing a gun at Lucia's head. That's important. This is a Capcom game. This is a Resident Evil game. I get it. They go dark when they get in their weird side plot storylines. Survivor, crazy. Dead Aim, crazy. But actually, Dead Aim wasn't that crazy. It just, they weren't experimenting on kids or anything. This one, they're experimenting on kids. But he's pointing a gun at a child. And very few times, I think, has that been done in video game history. Very few times in media has that been done. It's almost like killing a dog on screen. You don't do it. It's almost like hurting a dog. You don't do it. You just don't. So, Barry. Sorry, Captain. The deal is off. What's up with that, man? Tell your men to hold their fire if you want to keep the girl alive. Oh, he is surrounded by men with machine guns. Oh, jeez. Nice and easy, as I say. Do as I say and we'll get along just fine. Now, in my other Resident Evil video, I have a bit more to say about this particular moment in time. I'll let it stay in that video. Captain Blueberry. You backstabbing. You set me up. You came here to steal me treasure. And me peg leg, too. You offered Umbrella the girl so you could hijack my sub. I'm just a poor contractor. A private businessman, if you will. I've got nothing to do with Umbrella, even though their name is painted on the side. It's my vessel, and you've brought me to ruin. I curse you, Barry. I made all that up, but it was super fun. Barry. Very good, Captain. He's still pointing a gun at a child. Still pointing that gun. Now, Barry, talking head on the left-hand side. Being aboard a sinking ship with no hope of being picked up, I figured I'd see. Dude, what do you mean no hope of being picked up? You didn't even attempt to force them to pick you up. What Umbrella had in mind for recovering their precious BOW, I offered the girl. So you thought the girl was the BOW all along, and then you lied to Leon. And here you are. My own underwater limousine service! Exclamation point. What I can't figure out is why you want the girl alive. That's the real question. I thought the amoeba thing was what you were after. Why are you calling it amoeba thing? It's clearly a giant man thing with a tentacle sticking out of his stomach. Captain Blueberry, BOW, amoeba, you mean you didn't know that we were after the girl? Erg. It seems your information is off all this time. Barry, Don't give me that. The BOW is supposed to have green blood! Exclamation point. How do you know that? You're trusting the wrong people. Lucia's blood is red. Although you haven't seen her bleed up till now, have you, buddy? Captain Blueberry. Of course their blood is red. She's the host. The BOW is a parasite. Oh, much like Parasite Eve. It's inside her body. Arg. Barry. What? Exclamation point, question mark. Captain Blueberry. In another 10 days, the BOW will mature and reach a stage where it can eat. Wow, this is really pirate. This is like dark pirate lore. Its way out of the girl. Arg. I could do more pirate accents in my life. Oh, nope. Barry's back to pointing that gun at that child. He never took the gun away from Lucia's face. And, like, her eye is right in the barrel of the gun. Like, if Barry has, like, a twitch in his eye, like, if somebody were to throw a quarter at his face right now, he'd blow that girl's head off. And that's concerning to me. I don't know. I just think the hero of this video game didn't think through what's going on here. Lucia. No. No. 2 no's, 2 exclamation points, all caps. Enough said. She's very concerned. Barry. It's all right, Lucia. It's not. This man's threatening to shoot you in the head. I'm sure I can persuade the ship's captain to... Oh, Captain Blueberry over here. Lend us his ship's surgeon to extract the parasite. How do you even know the ship has a surgeon? We're making so many leaps of logic here. Captain Blueberry, don't be stupid. Who knows what complications an early extraction might cause, exclamation point. By the steel gray of me hair. I have to pause for just a moment as Barry talks to this dude. "15 minutes left, y'all. Let's do this. Let's power through, okay? Barry, listen carefully, Captain. I'll give you a simple choice." Dude, don't say it. Oh, dude. Okay. To quote Zeus from Gravity Falls. Aw, dude. Extraction or extinction. So either do surgery on this child, or I'll do surgery on this child, or I'm gonna shoot this child. That is exactly what he's saying. I can't stomach this aspect of this game. It's totally bonkers. Captain Blueberry. Very well, my friend. You win. Oh, they're friends now. Captain Blueberry's come full circle. We cut to the extraction. On the screen above us, we have a bright light. Oh, also, most of the last few screens have been Barry pointing the gun at Lucia's head. It's not cool. Now, in this scene, we have a bright light taking center stage in quadrant 1 and 2 of the screen. Quadrant 3 is a bland rooftop of the surgery suite. Quadrants 4 and 5 feature a doctor facing another doctor. Quadrant 4 faces the doctor who's facing a doctor in Quadrant 5. We can see the eyes of the doctor in Quadrant 5 as they're doing surgery on an unseen Lucia. We can see her feet are kind of wrapped in a white sheet. So this is like one of those beep, beep, just past the scalpel, beep, beep situations. Why can't the doctor get his own scalpel? I don't know. I've always had to get my own scalpel. And on the right-hand side, in Quadrant 9, we see a machine hooked up. And the machine, I guess, is monitoring Lucia's life force. But at the same time, the number 8 is on the machine. Now, I'm not a numerological genius, but if you were to play this game with that in mind and to record all the numbers and letters that you find, I'd be very interested to know if there's any secret codes hidden throughout this game. They're utilizing 2 bars that are kind of holding the light up. This whole scene looks really cool, well done. It's just a nice, they put some production behind it, at least for one shot with the doctors. And this clarifies that there is a surgeon on board. Inside the sick bay, Barry holds a gun to the captain's head while the ship's surgeon, just so we're aware, he would have had to have changed from holding the gun to Lucia's head to the captain's head. Why didn't he just point the gun at the captain? He would have never pointed the gun at the child. Prepares to operate on Lucia. What's this thing? Aw, they got a Pokemon. Okay, so now we see in this screen, it is merely a hand holding a jar, and inside the jar is a little angry tennis ball, BOW, with little spiky coronavirus-like growths all around it. So basically, Lucia had the coronavirus. It started somewhere in the Atlantic Ocean and was on a cruise liner owned by Umbrella circa 2002, and I bet it's going to get out of that jar, and then somebody's going to find that submarine, maybe circa 2019, November, will wash up on the shore somewhere of some, I don't know, Asiatic continent, and kickstart an entire worldwide pandemic. Who even knows the way these things work when it comes to fiction and reality? Also, furthermore, the doctor holding this BOW in a jar, not wearing surgical gloves, so they just did surgery on Lucia without gloves. That's not sanitary. The jar is pretty cool. If I saw this jar and somebody's like, you can put your tennis ball in this jar, I'd buy that jar. In fact, even if that jar couldn't fit a tennis ball, let's say it could just fit, I don't know, like a walnut or something, I'd buy that jar. If it could fit a Funko Pop, but a circular one, I'd buy that jar. The jar is a cylinder, if you will, of glass. It's very shiny. It's got white bars of light reflected, and it's got a flat top to it, much like a Funko Pop container. If a Funko Pop container was completely rounded, it looks like a cool ice cube, and inside of it is a little angry green baby Pokemon BOW coronavirus Digimon thing. Yeah, I hit all the mons. It's a Resimon. It's the first Resimon. It's 001 on the Residex. Dudes, we just made a whole new game, and they should definitely do it. Now, this is canon. The surgeon is speaking. No gloves. We can clearly see this man's thumbnail, and it's very well manicured. I'll give him props on that. Surgeon. What's a good surgeon voice?
Hello. SpongeBob.
Nah, I'm not going to do a surgeon voice. Surgeon! The operation was a success. Excellent. I could have given you a Squidward voice, but I let it slide this time, surgeon. We were able to extract the parasite via the girl's mouth. This opens up so many questions that I don't have time for right now. Needless to say, somebody needs to spend an extra hour on that alone. Lucia, Barry, she says, through the mouth that they just extracted a tennis ball through. Barry, you've got nothing to worry about now. Take a look. No, Barry, she's scared of you. You're what she's worried about. You just held her at gunpoint. Barry, that thing won't be bothering you anymore. Even though it was technically keeping you alive and giving you super senses, making you into, I don't know, something more than human. Lucia, is it Dad? No, it looks upset. I mean, it's clearly crying. Barry, I don't know. ... Bet that means it's not. Geez, it's still alive. That's Barry again. The thingamajig in the jar pulses, which is cool. And then we get a scene where Captain Blueberry has his hand up the same way that both Leon and Lucia did earlier. So they've obviously reused the same asset multiple times for this hand, but it's well done. Might not even be a reuse of the same asset because the hand's different, just like a basic thing, and then they modify it for each one of them. His eyes are down, his mouth is open, his teeth are like individual little tombstones inside his mouth. His face is creased. I mean, his eyes are open wide. This guy, this is a terrifying picture of this guy looking down as the thing bursts, and I can only assume is burrowing into him. His hair is truly steel gray, cut short. Captain Blueberry is probably not going to survive this. And I'll miss Captain Blueberry because we did Captain Blueberry dirty. But he has a much more furrowed brow than Barry. They did a good job making this guy a unique character. I wish we had seen more of him. Maybe him and his soldiers earlier on the boat, but I digress. Suddenly, the parasite breaks free from the glass and attacks the captain. The parasite drains the life from the captain, turning him into a zombie. Now we got Captain Blueberry Zombie, or Zombie Captain Blueberry, and he attacks Barry. Man, it's not like you had a gun pointed at that captain's head this whole time. This captain looks like, oh yeah, the captain has a unique zombie, and it looks wicked. I'm just going to say it. This is a cool looking zombie captain guy. A nice mini boss, you know what I mean? I like even in death how Captain Blueberry, I'll haunt your fears and dreams. Barry, we're back to talking head Barry. Sounds like that thing's attacking anything in sight. Why didn't it attack you, Barry? We gotta get to the bridge to turn this sub around and rescue Leon. I mean, that's how Marvel makes people appear in multiple places. Oh, they're just that alien that can change their looks at will. Oh, okay. Lucia, I'm right behind you. Don't follow him. Don't trust him. You just had mouth surgery because of this guy, and he straight up pointed a gun at your head. Oh, we pick up some grenade launcher rounds. That'll come in handy. We pick up Diamet. That's the hard armor. Didn't we already get 3 Diamet? Or is this our 3rd Diamet? Is this 4th Diamet? Oh, we pick up some assault rifle. Was that assault rifle bullets? No, it was not assault rifle bullets. That was something P bullets. Maybe shotgun? No, they were bullets. I don't even know. Maybe handgun bullets. We're attacking this guy. We got to switch our guns. We are out of ammo for that gun. We switch on over to the assault rifle, for which we got 16 shots. We make quick work of that zombie. All the soldier zombies on this boat, by the way, are wearing white shirts, which makes no sense canonically, but hey, that's fine. We're playing this game. Let's get through it. We're on a submarine in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean, which just kind of shouldn't be there. We check our inventory. We're going up to the control room. We have found more herbs. That's going to come in handy. We got a lot of herbs at this point. We found some more bullets, and we're speeding along so fast they don't even pause enough to give me time to read it. We found some more gas gun rounds, GG rounds. So that's neat. The GG rounds. We're going into this area over here, and I'm going to pause it for